Unmuted.
Okay, and we are now live. The special meeting of the City of Socorro is set to begin. First and foremost, the City of Socorro would like to thank everyone and ask for your patience during this difficult time we have been presented with. Everyone, please remember to silence any electronics and to avoid sound interruption. No disruptive behavior or outbursts will be tolerated, and violators are subject to call disconnection and possible prosecution. In accordance with Section 418.016 of the Texas Government Code and by order of the Office of the Governor issued March 16, 2020, the City Council of the City of Socorro will broadcast today's special meeting Thursday, September 10th, 2020 at 6 p.m. from City Hall chambers located at 8 I'm sorry, from council chambers located at 860 Rio Vista Road, Socorro, Texas, via telephone conference and live stream in order to advance the public health goal and practice social distancing to slow the spread of coronavirus COVID-19. The public that signed up and any presenters will be called upon by the presiding officer during the meeting during public comment or their agenda item during the meeting following Government Code 551.042. La reunión de la especial del Concilio de la Ciudad de Socorro está por empezar. Primeramente queremos darles las gracias y pedimos su paciencia durante estos momentos críticos que enfrentamos. Favor de poner en silencio todo equipo electrónico para evitar interrupción de sonido. No se va a tolerar ningún tipo de comportamiento perjudicial o revoltoso. A quien no siga estas reglas, su llamada será desconectada y puede ser infraccionado. De acuerdo con sección 418.016 del Código del Gobierno de Texas y por orden de la Oficina del Gobernador, anunciada el 16 de marzo de 2020, el Concilio de la Ciudad de Socorro transmitirá la reunión hoy, jueves 10 de septiembre de 2020 a las 6 p.m. desde la sala del Concilio, localizada en 860 Rio Vista Road, Socorro, Texas, por medio de teléfono y será transmitida en vivo para tomar medidas preventivas para prevenir la propagación de la enfermedad del virus corona COVID-19 y a los demás y por la seguridad del público. El público y los presentadores serán anunciados por el oficial conduciendo la reunión para poder hablar durante la sección del comentario público o después de la discusión del artículo de la agenda por cual se apuntaron siguiendo las reglas del gobierno 551.042.
6:12, the meeting is now called to order. Mr. Rodarte, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 3, establishment of quorum.
René Rodríguez,
Here.
Cesar Nevares,
Here.
Ralph Duran, Mayor Elia Garcia,
Here.
Victor Perez is absent, and Ivan Colom Villalobos is absent.
Item number 4, public comment.
Mayor, we have no speakers for public comment.
Moving on to consent agenda, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve. Second.
René Rodríguez,
Aye.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez is absent, and Ivan Colom Villalobos is absent.
Item number 8.
Mayor, for
public
the
hearing
record,
and
Mr.
ordinance.
Perez just joined the meeting at 6:14.
Item number 8, public hearing and an ordinance adopting a budget for the fiscal year commencing October 1st, 2020 and ending on September 30th, 2021. 6:14, public hearing is now open.
Mayor, we have no speakers. We just verified outside and there are no speakers.
Okay, 6:15, public hearing is now closed. Item number 9, second reading and adoption of an ordinance adopting a budget for the fiscal year commencing October 1st, 2020 and ending on September 30th, 2021.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
René Rodríguez,
Aye.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez,
Aye.
and Ivan Colom Villalobos is absent.
Item number 10, discussion and action to ratify the tax rate set forth in ordinance adopting a budget for the city of Socorro, Texas for fiscal year commencing October 1st, 2020 and ending September 30th, 2021.
Motion to approve for discussion? Second.
Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns?
Are we gonna have
Mr. Duran?
a presentation from staff?
Mr. Duran, it's the ordinance that we had discussed back on August the 13th,
Mhm.
and we've had 2 public hearings on it, and today's just to adopt the ordinance.
Adopt the ordinance. Okay, let me look at it.
Mayor, may I?
Mr. Martinez?
Yes, ma'am. Mayor and council, I know sometimes the email is hard to access, particularly remotely, but I did send around a short memo to city council earlier with a recommended, the exact recommended language of a motion on this item.
Okay, let me get to it, Jim.
The ordinance is item number 11 and 12.
The ordinance is 11 and 12, but for item number 10, for the ratification, there, I included a short snippet for that.
And I can read that for them, Jim. Would you like me to do that?
Oh, no, I can, I'm happy to do it. I have it up right here. I wasn't trying to be cryptic. Here, let me pull it up. Hold on. Yeah, here's my. Hold on. Yes, here's for item number 10. I know the motion was to approve, but the local government code requires, has a very specific performance requirement. It says there has to be a separate vote to ratify the tax increase reflected in the budget. So my recommendation is, if council is inclined to approve this item, that the motion be to approve item 10 and to, quote, ratify the property tax increase reflected in the budget, end quote.
Mr. Duran, would you like to amend your motion?
Yes, I'm just reading over everything real quick, make sure that it's exactly what we're looking at. So this is the voter approved rate, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let me get your little motion, Jim. I move to approve item number 10 and ratify the budget, ratify the property tax increase reflected in the budget.
Second.
René Rodríguez,
Aye.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez,
Aye.
and Ivan Colom Villalobos is absent.
Item number 11, public hearing of an ordinance authorizing the assessment and collection of property taxes within the city of Socorro, Texas, and further authorizing the El Paso City Tax Office to perform the actual assessment and collection of said property taxes on behalf of the city of Socorro, Texas, for the fiscal year commencing on October 1st, 2020, and ending on September 30th, 2021.
Move to approve. The
Is this
prop.
a public hearing?
The
Six-
public hearing.
Public
Sorry.
hearing is now open.
Please.
Mayor, there are no speakers. We verified outside.
And there's nobody on the line, correct?
That is
Correct.
correct.
6:22, public hearing is now closed. Item number 12, second reading and adoption of an ordinance authorizing the assessment and collection of property taxes within the city of Socorro, Texas, and further authorizing the El Paso City Tax Office to perform the actual assessment and collection of said property taxes on behalf of the city of Socorro, Texas, for the fiscal year commencing on October 1st, 2020, and ending on September 30th, 2020.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Mayor, may I?
Mr. Martinez?
Yes, ma'am. Mayor and council, this is another one of those items that, I'm not, I hope it doesn't sound inappropriate. I'm not trying to tell council what to do or what to say, but the Texas legislature has literally made it a Simon Says kind of statute. And there's language in the statute that appears in quotes. It is mandatory language if the tax rate is going to exceed the no new revenue rate. That is the language that I've included in the attachment to the email that I sent. And it requires two specific numbers, the tax rate that's being adopted and the effective increase in the tax rate expressed as a percentage, which is, believe it or not, a different animal from what we used to call the effective rate and now call the no new revenue rate. Different animal, but Charlie's gone over the numbers and blessed them. If council is inclined to approve it, I recommend literally reciting from the attachment that I distributed.
So I will amend my motion to say, I move that the property tax rate be increased by the adoption of the tax rate of 0.836995 per $100, which is effectively a 0.64729% increase in the tax rate.
Do we have a second?
Second.
René Rodríguez,
Mayor,
Mr. Rodriguez?
I'm just gonna, can I just say something before I give my vote? We all, if we remember in the past month, we have brought in projects. And this is one of the ways that we're going to be able to pay for these projects. We're doing the bridges in Bovee, on Place Road. We're gonna put a portion of the extension of Nevares so that we can connect them. We have a lot of projects, a lot of sidewalks. So this is why we're taking this stand. Aye.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez,
Aye.
and Ivan Colom Villalobos is absent.
Item number 13, public hearings of an ordinance of
Hey,
the
Mayor, can I interrupt? I apologize. Olivia, would you confirm for me what the vote tally was?
Rene Rodriguez voted yes. Cesar Nevares, Ralph Duran, and Victor Perez, and Ivan Colom Villalobos is absent.
Thank you.
Item number 13, public hearing of an ordinance of the City of Socorro, Texas, adopting the amended organizational chart for the City of Socorro, Texas. 6:26, public hearing is now open. Is there anybody on the line?
No, Mayor.
6:26, public hearing is now closed. Item number 14, second reading and adoption of an ordinance of the City of Socorro, Texas, adopting the amended organizational chart for the City of Socorro, Texas.
Motion to approve for discussion.
Second.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Before you is the new organizational chart. What we added was the new officers that were approved. Also, the IT assistant, the grant assistant, and we also added the animal control section on the departments that we have.
Does anybody have any questions?
Rene Rodriguez,
Aye.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez,
Aye.
and Ivan Colom Villalobos is absent.
We have anything for items 15, 16, and 17?
No, ma'am.
Motion to delete those items.
Second.
Rene Rodriguez,
Aye.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez,
Aye.
and Ivan Colom Villalobos is absent.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Rene Rodriguez,
Aye.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez,
Aye.
and Ivan Colom Villalobos is absent.
6:29, meeting adjourned.
Bye, everybody. Be safe.
Bye, guys. See y'all.
Bye.
Bye, guys.